Hi and welcome to the Social Commuter Podcast, the marketing podcast keeping you up to date on the go.
With your host, Georgia Smith.
And Eloise Fenwick.
What a good episode we have. Still in, what do we call it again? The Social Commuter House?
Yes, of
course.
We're
still in the Social Commuter House with some very, very good updates we both have this week. No little minor ones. They're all quite impactful for businesses. I say we jump into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Should I go first?
Go first.
Because this is quite a juicy one. So LinkedIn has broken down how their feed works. So basically, LinkedIn's quite hidden about their algorithm, I would say, compared to platforms like Instagram, who are quite in your face with what they're saying. Instagram have said, they've done a little breakdown, LinkedIn has, and they've gone 3 main categories of what appears on your feed and why you appear on people's feeds. So, profile, basically your experience, your skills, and your education and interests, they help put the content that you would like. So, we see a lot of social media managers on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
It's because you have the same skills.
Yeah.
Simple as. So a lot of people get confused. I had somebody the other day, I only follow people that do the same as me. They're not giving me any clients. It's because that's how the LinkedIn algorithm works.
Interesting.
The network, so the people and organizers you follow and connect with, they directly impact your feed as well. So if you're like me, who likes to connect with anybody and everybody, that will impact your feed. They've not said how, but it's a really, really, really big article, so you should read. These are just the key points. And your actions, which I talk about how important interaction is all the time. We both do across all platforms, especially on LinkedIn. When we had on Fatima, she just kept focusing in on it, isn't it? What did she say? It's like 4 hours of interaction, at least
oh gosh, she does
couple
so
days.
much, but it obviously pays off so much.
It does pay off. So when you like a post, join a conversation in the comments, or repost an article, they'll put those same content on your feed again. However, if you scroll past, the post will be marked as hidden.
Okay.
Which is a bit interesting. So they've called it, the mark will be as hide. It's a hide mark if you scroll past posts now. So
interesting.
If you want to see things, interact with them more, which isn't a shocker, but I think it does show how important interaction is.
It's very highly trainable, but very... What's the word when it's immediately impacted?
God, don't make my brain work today. I haven't had a coffee for a bit.
Never mind.
We'll put the word up somewhere if we actually remember what it is. But I think that's a very nice little helpful breakdown from LinkedIn. Make sure you can read the rest of the article below. It's quite a good one to have a read.
I love that. So on that note, I feel like the social media platforms have been so helpful with their algorithm guides this week.
Beautiful this week.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Instagram has released one for Threads, actually, and how to grow on Threads. Because I feel like Threads hasn't quite taken off how everybody thought it would. So they've just released a guide on how to go viral on Threads, basically. I did read it, and my main points from it are, so I've got my laptop here, are relevant conversations. So you've got to be joining in the conversations happening on Threads, which kind of sounds like what you would just expect.
The interaction be involved.
Yeah, however, 50% of Threads engagement is through replies to posts,
a lot,
which is crazy. So definitely get in those comment sections on Threads. Shows the power of commenting, absolutely. And then 2 to 5 posts per week.
I don't think that's even asking that much, to be honest. Maybe we do need to focus a bit more on Threads, because 2 to 5 is not like TikTok level or even Instagram level, to be honest.
Exactly. It doesn't sound like too high maintenance to be able to do well.
Yeah.
You need funny content, that always does really well, which is just the same with all social media. Use text in videos, because obviously Threads are about videos now, so using text on videos increase engagement by 60%. Something is quite big.
A lot.
Yeah, and then frequently posting on weekends.
Oh, that's an interesting
really
one.
Interesting.
Okay, very
and
helpful.
then the final really interesting point was to drive conversations with your posts, which is kind of, again, overall social media point. But so I have linked that guide down below. Really interesting article. If you are looking to get into Threads or want to improve your Threads game, read through it.
A read. Wow. Talking about, the Instagram Threads meta world, they've been helpful for a lot of reasons today as well. So Adam, we love Adam. We love Adam. Absolutely adoring him recently. He has come up with the most helpful little guides at the moment.
We're just going to have to explain who Adam is.
Oh, sorry.
Haven't seen. So
Adam.
Adam, if you haven't watched our podcast before, is Instagram's... Is he the CEO? Chief CEO or something?
Instagram, yeah.
So he basically...
He likes to help you out, and he's done really well with it. And obviously he's helpful with the algorithms himself, but he doesn't make you guess what the algorithm is. He's so great. We talked about it last week as well, didn't we? But I know you have an update to do with it, and so do I. So Instagram have added loads of features today, but Adam also released a video talking about why your carousels sometimes appear on the second slide. This is something as social media managers we talk about a lot, how important your second slide of a carousel needs to be as well. But it's good that we're not imagining it, and Adam's come out and said, and his exact quote is that you might see it on a second slide because you've already seen that carousel, but you didn't swipe. So you're getting a second chance to interact with that post.
Yeah, which is nice for Instagram. Like, it's nice for creators because we get like a second chance to
You do get a second chance. So make sure your first and second slide are both really interactive. After that, they're not going to start doing third and fourth. You don't get that many chances, but it's good to have a second chance with Instagram. So thank you, Adam.
Really great. Yeah, thanks, Adam.
Good one.
Love that one. My next one is TikTok have introduced a STEM feed.
This is great.
So this was something they were trying out for kids, like on the app, well, kids, like
I know
teenagers.
Yeah.
But they've now rolled it out to adults and across multiple different countries, including the UK. So we should be seeing this soon.
That's good.
And it's basically like a learning feed with STEM videos. So what's STEM? Science, technology, engineering, and maths. I think.
I'm pretty sure you've just smashed it first
Thank
try.
you.
There you go.
So I think it's kind of hitting back from how a lot of kids spend a lot of time on TikTok, and TikTok gets a lot of backlash for it. So now coming back with an educational platform side to it.
So incredible.
It's very interesting PR activity as well.
It's great.
Yeah, but we'll see how this comes out. But their whole vibe around it is wanting to like champion and bring together engineers and things, and even have some groundbreaking kind of discoveries on TikTok, which is really interesting.
I think it's a really helpful one, and I know I can see them doing so many things for Women's Day with that as well. Absolutely smashing it. It's really important though, because a lot of people spend a lot of time on TikTok, myself included, especially this weekend. It's been horrible, but not horrible with you, horrible on TikTok. Of course not.
No, I know what you meant, because you had like a proper TikTok
I had a TikTok day yesterday. My total was 5 hours yesterday on TikTok.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's really bad, but that's why I think it's really great to have that educational side of the platform as well. So well done, TikTok. So I was going to say I'd talk about TikTok, but I actually don't really have any TikTok ones this week. However, I do. I do. TikTok have launched benefit section for creators designed to help them grow. Teeny little update, but that's quite a nice one as well. They really are focusing on helping the creators and the influencers out on their platform. Isn't a shock because they're making the platform a lot of money. But I think that's quite a nice one.
I love that one. Yes, and then this is a really good one. Yeah. So there was a YouTube thumbnail study.
Oh, this is very educational.
So basically, if your business is doing YouTube, or if you want to start a YouTube channel, you will know that your thumbnail. Oh my god, your thumbnail is your biggest marketing traction for your video. So the importance of getting it right is so high. So basically, this study was about the facial expressions used in thumbnails, because we found ourselves with testing that thumbnails with your faces in do so much better than just a graphic.
A lot, and it's not just that, but it's the more clickbait you get. There's a really good line, so the more you can be like, shocked with it.
Well, actually,
we just went through it, didn't we, about half an hour ago?
So the top stats were surprised, as you just said, happy, and calm.
Calm's a bit of a weird one.
Calm is a weird one, but there were quite a lot of big YouTubers going for the calm thumbnail.
What's a calm thumbnail though? That's why I'm like, are they zen? Are they just plain? Maybe it's just anything that's not
it's AI rated calm, so it's maybe just not like calm. Maybe it's not really an
That's fab.
Yes, but I thought that was really interesting. And the study that I've linked below actually singles out individual YouTubers as well. Okay. So you can kind of pick one to your niche and see what's doing best on their thumbnails and use it on yours. How helpful is that?
I'm going to have a read of that. I feel like I'm missing out now.
Yeah, that's a really interesting one.
That is great. So, talking about everyone being helpful at the minute, Instagram, once again, have been very, very helpful this past week. So, they're testing on-screen tips for Reels. So, after you watch a Reel, it'll say why that Reel's done well.
Yeah.
So, I think we've seen a very small little sample of it, which will be, this Reel had a great hook. And then it says, people have an attention span of like 3 seconds, so make sure your hook's great like that. And I think this is something that's being tested out.
I love that.
Really great and helpful, so I do hope they roll that out for all creators and users soon as well.
Really good. So Instagram are really pushing great Reel
just
content.
Being helpful at the minute. That's what they're
really
doing.
Good.
Yeah, definitely.
And then my last one actually is YouTube have just released polls on YouTube Shorts.
Yeah,
because we love the power of YouTube Shorts, because it really is massive.
Yeah.
And now introducing polls, you can now have a bit more interaction with people on YouTube Shorts.
How nice. I feel like all platforms have been really nice this week. Normally they do like a really bad one, don't they? But I think that's a good one. So, a couple final ones from me. Meta and GoFundMe have done a collab team line to try and help all donations, because obviously on Instagram you can donate already, but I think because they're working with GoFundMe, they're really pushing the charity side of their business, which makes sense because they're a big billionaire corporation. They want to seem nice the best way they can.
Yeah.
Instagram have added a new feature called Instagram Notes. It's a notes prompt. So you can create your own prompt that encourages friends to post on notes, really showing they care about notes and that community feature. So if you're a business and you're not on it, get on it, because they obviously care about it. And then I feel like a good one that we should talk about is also Adam being a very helpful guy.
I love Adam.
Talking about Reels and logo on Reels.
Yes, so I've seen this one as well.
Yeah.
So basically, a lot of people are quite like nervous to post logos on Reels, because if you've ever posted a TikTok on Instagram with the TikTok logo in it, it hates it. You get shadow banned, basically. And so Adam has confirmed that they just try and avoid promoting their competitors' brands, basically. But if it is your own business, he said it's absolutely fine to use your logo in the videos.
He said, don't worry about it, which is quite a nice casual way of just saying you're fine.
He's so chill.
He's so chill. But I know as social media managers, we stress about this a lot, because a lot of the time the clients are like, put my logo on every post. And you're like, well, but it's nice to hear that you don't have to have that battle as much anymore, because you can put your logo in. He obviously wasn't like encouraging it, but he was saying if it happens and you do it, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. So that's nice. But that is it for updates this week.
Yes.
Trends, however, well, I always prefer the trends section, but
honestly, I feel like our updates were fab this week.
Our updates were really helpful this week, and I think they're ones as a business owner you can use.
Absolutely.
However, you can use the trends too.
Yes, you can.
So I will start with the cat painting trend, which I feel like took a while. They've all taken me a while to explain this morning to you, because we have very different accounts, but we've seen a lot of painting trends recently, haven't we? So there was the courtroom one. There was like one of like an older Victorian lady.
Yeah.
And it's basically, simple as it says, a painting, just a static image on your TikTok and then some text over it. So at the minute it's basically a cat laid on a sofa. That's the best way of explaining it.
Yeah, kind of on its back, isn't it?
Very abstract-y sort of art, but it's to one of the songs from the Menendez brothers, which shows why it's trending so much.
Yeah.
And I wrote something cool AF that you're doing, which is what I wrote on my notes, which I'm pretty sure describes it. So let's say it's like me in the future when I da-da-da-da-da, or me when I da-da-da-da-da. Something just really cool that sort of gives that just like laid back, chill vibe.
I love that.
So that's a really nice one. Definitely trending because of the sound they're using, but loads of creators are on that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a really funny one. My first one, obviously Halloween costumes.
Of course, everyone.
Yes, we all know this is Halloween week. If you have a Halloween day in the office, please film it.
Yeah, we literally said, didn't we, about 20 minutes before we start recording, we haven't done a Halloween one. We did a Valentine's Day one.
We literally went to the shops. We could have bought a little pumpkin for the
we could have put a little mini something,
we didn't.
But we didn't. We let ourselves down, but it's fine. Now we know for next year. We'll dress up for next year.
Yeah.
We'll go all out for a Halloween episode.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to do a flashback to the Valentine's episode just to show we have decorated.
We do decorate.
We do decorate occasionally.
Forgot this time. We actually forgot about Halloween, didn't we? We celebrated it this weekend and that was it. But
we didn't even celebrate it this weekend. Oh, we did do one scary thing, but we didn't get to dress up.
No, we saw people dress up and go, oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
But people dressing up is all over TikTok. That's what people want to see, your costumes,
yes, and honestly, the more unhinged, the better. We all know humour shareability is the way to go forward. If you've been following some of these celebrities recently, their outfits are, I think the only word to describe it is like unhinged.
They're not basic anymore. I was saying it to you, so Alex Earle obviously is known as this glamorous girl and everything's so perfect, and she wears the Cheshire Cat. Obviously it's like the most glamorous Cheshire Cat you've ever seen, but she got the full face on and like her nose is messed up, and it's not like a Cheshire Cat how we would do it, put some ears on and wear purple.
You know
but
that
she's
Mean Girls quote that's like the hardcore girls just wear animal ears on some form of lingerie or something.
But no, she said the opposite.
It's like the opposite now.
Yeah, and I think that's great. I think that funny, humorous style of Halloween's a good one.
Yes, I've literally just seen Madeline Argy, one of the biggest TikTokers, do the most, honestly, it's such an ugly Halloween costume.
Is it? I haven't seen it yet.
It's like bald with like tiny bits of hair popping out here and there, and like it's just so crazy, and that's why it's been doing incredible.
The Heidi Klum style, that's what it is.
It is.
So I'm excited to see all the rest of the celebrities pop one soon.
Absolutely.
That's a nice one. So this one is one that's really being utilised by businesses at the minute. Take my card and buy yourself something nice. So we've seen it. I don't even know who started this trend, and it's just so entertaining. So it'll basically say, it'll be in quote marks like, take my card, buy some bread and get yourself something nice while you're out. and you'll put it in quote marks, and then it's like you get the bread out of your bag, and then you get like, I saw a woman get the keys for a Porsche out of her bag, or somebody else got a Louis Vuitton bag or a Dyson Airwrap. But businesses are doing it with their products. So get yourself something nice, then you'll take out, is it some makeup products, is it, you know, gym equipment, clothes, and I think it's a less direct way of selling your product, which is quite nice, and it's just in a casual way. So that's definitely a nice trend for business owners out there.
Perfect trend for business owners.
To consumers, definitely.
Absolutely agree. My next one, Domingo.
So I don't even know where you start with this.
So it was on SNL.
SNL is like the reason for half these trends this week, honestly, as well.
Yeah. So Ariana Grande hosted SNL the other week. If you haven't seen, she did this sketch with like a Sabrina Carpenter song, but they changed the lyrics to a song about this guy called Domingo. Yeah. But this song has gone viral on TikTok.
Blown up. You know that song actually got taken down. People have to use different sounds now. I saw it this morning. Big controversy. They get
censored by SNL or something.
Yeah, probably. But SNL posted the first one, and it's like a parody, sang really bad, but it's just anything that says like, here from Domingo. I saw a garden centre do it, and it was like they were touching the water, and then he says like, they quoted the song, like telling you not to touch the water basically, and they've got 500,000 likes.
I love that.
So anything to do with the sound even does well, and it doesn't have to be you singing the parody around the office. It can, you just be creative with it.
Yeah, because it's like a funny sound. Honestly, to be completely honest, I felt like the sketch was like way too long. It was like a bit painfully long.
Yeah, it's the American sense of humour. Yeah. I feel like I've only really seen, maybe I watched half of it. After Domingo turned up, I did as well, like, okay, we've been there, done
gone on a bit long now, but the actual sound itself is really fun.
Really nice one. That's one of my favourite ones as well.
Yeah, fun one to use.
So, should we talk about when a serial killer is chasing me?
Yeah.
Because this one I had to explain to you, and you just sort of stared confused at me for a while. So, Halloween-y trend, like we said, it's sort of a Halloween-y episode.
Yeah.
By what we're talking about, less decoration. So, when a serial killer is chasing me, but they're, you know, over 6'4", and then someone goes like, with their top, and it's obviously you're not flashing people on social media.
Obviously.
Please don't do that. You will get banned. Yeah. Don't blame us for that. But it's like they're running away and they do it, and it is just blown up, and everyone's doing it.
They're like running away and then they turn around, and like people go like, when I'm getting chased by a serial killer, but really it's just on like their celebrity crush or something, which is so funny.
There's so much you can do, but I also think a business could do it, but it's a client that wants to hire me for social media management, and you go like that road with it.
Yeah.
So you can be funny, but just don't get in trouble with HR, which we actually say at least like once a month.
Yeah, we do. Obviously, be sensible, but have fun with it.
Yeah, it's a nice one, and it's only going to trend up to probably just about after Halloween. So you got a week.
Yeah.
Make the most of it. It's a nice one.
Good.
What have you seen?
And that sums me up as a person.
That's such a nice one.
Such a cute one.
So it's basically cute. 50-50.
It's like, you'll have to help me explain this one. It's like you say something, and then the next photo, it's like, and that sums you up as a person.
So people have gone wholesome with it, and people have gone like how I would with it. So I saw one, and it was like, if I was drinking water and saw my ex-boyfriend on fire, I would finish drinking the water, and that sums me up as a person, which is like something hardcore. I would post. I think that's the funny approach with it. But then I also saw some people, like when my teachers used to say at parents' evening that I'm a delight to have in class, I'm just a little quiet.
I saw that exact same one today. Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, see, there's the wholesome approach with it, and then just the aggressive, vile approach with it. However, they both blow up, and I like both of them equally.
Yeah.
But it's a really nice one. It's like one guy posted, he's got 3.5 million either views or I think it's likes. I think he went viral with it. And that was about his dog, what I was saying before. Like, if you ever insult my dog, I'll drop kick you and like, beat you up. That's the person. And that's what 3.5 million likes now. Insane. But I do like that one. So this one, also to do with SNL. So SNL recently came out with sketches of loads of TikTokers and YouTubers. Really entertaining. You should watch it. You know the guy that sings to celebrities? Have you not seen him that goes up to random celebrities and like sings to them?
How is he seeing so many celebrities?
That's the question. Okay,
I haven't seen that.
I'm going to show you. But they did loads of him. They did him with like, you know, the SNL Camilla and Trump and stuff, and it's just so entertaining. But they did one on these guys that AJ and Big Justice. They have a family, and they do like, we bring the boom. That's what we do. And they basically, the best way to describe it is they just move to the side and like go like that. and then it like swaps to like the mum of the family, and it's like a TikTok family. But they've gone viral, and they were viral before, but I never knew to what extent. But you're talking 56 million views, lowest of like 3 million, 4 million views. They've like blown up, and their sound's trending. The bring the boom dancers trending. The quote, so they say something really weird from like the Costco guys. They're like me, but they do something, and it's like chicken bake or triple chocolate chunky something cookie, and like that sounds also trending. So anything to do with that family, to be honest. And it's just, they're making bank, and I'm very jealous of them. And that's the trend is just the family in general. They're just trending, and anything about them is.
Yeah.
So that's a nice one.
Fab. I'm just thinking if I have any more. I don't actually have any more.
Well, I have a nice little one, which I was also describing to you before. I think I just insulted you instead of describing it to you. Suspect, but... So there was a big suspect one. Yes, you know, you remember my insults. There was a big suspect one, probably, a month ago, 2 months ago, when people were like...
Yes.
You're running from the police, but you hear them say suspect is like a really hot like 20-year-old girl or something like that, and then you turn around and you're like, what?
Bit of a self-love trend.
Yeah, it's a self-love trend, but this one's different. So it's like two people insulting themselves. I did see a couple do it though, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna get a divorce after it, because it was like suspect says that she's gonna lose weight after kids but didn't, and it's like and they went so vile with it.
Oh my god.
But some people are nice with it. I just saw one that was like a dad and a daughter did it. And the dad was like, you basically run and the other person films you. And they'll go like, you went suspect ordered so many clothes from the online shop, we got invited to the delivery man's wedding. And it's like that level. So some are funny. Some people they let out their heat, they let out their feelings with it, but it's blowing up, and you can either be funny with it or mean.
That could be really funny for an office, like,
definitely.
Relationship. Yeah, really
if you're, suspect drinks all the coffee and doesn't put any bags back or anything like that.
Exactly.
Go that approach with it. You've actually inspired me. I should remind me that for a client after, because that's a good one. But yeah, that is it for the trends this week. We do have creators.
Yes, well, I was thinking, do I have a creator this week? And I actually don't, but I've impromptu thought of one.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just thinking that because I was like, we didn't actually discuss creators.
No, we didn't.
Well, I'll go first. Well, actually, do you want to go first?
I'll go first because yours is more thought out.
Yeah.
My impromptu creator of the week is Michael Whitehall. Who I've been watching a lot of Jack Whitehall Travels with my father
obsessed.
recently.
We were out
I
last
love that
night.
series.
You heard the song, didn't you? And you said Jack sang the song in drag.
Yeah.
And I was like, how do you remember that? Like,
if you
from
see
the
Jack
Australian
Travels
season. I was like, it's an obsession that she's going through.
That's so funny. Yes, I did say that.
I did say
that. Yes, but Michael Whitehall is at Father Whitehall on Instagram, and he does a podcast, and him and Hillary, basically, they just, the way that they kind of brand the reels, because they have the hooks, and
of course,
it's just really interesting what they're talking about. And I think that if you do have a podcast, which we do, we should probably look at this ourselves, but it'll be good to look at for how to be successful with podcast marketing.
Well, I doubt they make it themselves. I bet they have an incredible team.
Yeah,
I don't
so
think
we
they
can
can
take
work phones.
No,
we
can take it from their team.
He's fab anyway, so that's a good impromptu creator. I don't know what I would do as mine. But mine is a creator called Katie Wood. I was actually looking at her the other week for already starting Christmas shopping. Just like to be a bit prepared this year.
Yes, as you should be.
So she is basically the queen of gifts. Every year she blows up around now until probably the end of December, January-ish, because she does gifts. So birthday gifts, Valentine's Day gifts, Christmas gifts, and her Christmas gift series just been released. And she's posting, and she's already getting 500,000, 250,000 views. So definitely blowing up slowly again. Every year she goes like this. So she's good to check out if you want any gift ideas. So that is Katie Wood. See? Yeah. You need to get on the prepared hype.
Absolutely.
But that is it for this week's Social Community episode. We've had some really good trends and updates this week.
Yeah.
And creators.
Honestly, if you do any of these trends, please let us know. And maybe even tag us in the videos, because that would be so cool.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. Please make sure to check out all of the links though, because we both talked about a lot of things that involve
really good things.
Good reading them out. So yes.
And I'm also just thinking, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify at Social Community Podcast.
Social Community Podcast. But perfect. Thank you for listening. See you next week.
Bye.